Welcome back to Ryan and Vernay's MJ J5 YouTube channel. And I'm kicking off March Madness with no other than BAM, the Jackson 5. That's us, and that's no jive. In their original formation, Jermaine, Michael, Jackie, Marlon, and Tito. Let's get this show started. Hey. Let's talk about Saturday morning cartoons. I know y'all thinking, I know what he gonna say. You're right. BAM, the Jackson 5. I started my Saturday morning off every morning by looking forward to seeing these guys on the TV screen. Let's talk about this cartoon for a minute. One of the best cartoons I've ever seen. Created by Rankin and Bass. This cartoon, man, what can you say about it? The Jackson 5 went all over the world. Incorporated in that cartoon was that hit-making music. Never Can Say Goodbye, Mama's Pearl, Darling Dare. I mean, whatever your favorite Jackson 5 song was, there was an episode with it in it. I'm telling you, this cartoon is remarkable. It was issued, it debuted September the 11th, 1971. Of course, I was just a baby. But by the time I got to be a young kid, around 7 or 8, this cartoon was still being aired on Saturdays. And when you're growing up in Camden, you're the youngest of 6 siblings and nobody wants to hang out with you, nobody wants to play with you because you're too young. I didn't even care. I had my boys, the Jackson 5. I hung out with them, watching adventure after adventure. This cartoon was magnificent. And even though the brothers were so busy in 71 that they couldn't do the voices, and one of the Silvers had to do the voices, that's how busy the Jacksons was. It still was a magnificent cartoon. I never knew that till I got older, that the brothers didn't even do the voices. I was reading that Michael Jackson was looking forward to seeing a cartoon just as we were because he was so busy, he didn't even know the episodes. So let's dive into it for a second. Number one, let's talk about the logo that was created. When it first came on, everybody remembers seeing the different flashes of colors with the J5 logo. I'm wearing it on my hat, as you can see, and I'm wearing it on my jacket. The J5 logo became so famous, even to this day, you can buy magnets with the logo on it. You can buy pictures with the logo on it. It just became so dynamic. I don't leave the house without my coffee with my J5 logo on it. I don't leave in the morning. I get my J5 cup with my coffee in it. It's just a magnificent cartoon. You know, I really found a rare collectible with this cartoon, and I want to show it to you. Take a look at it. Wasn't that great? That was a rare find. That's an actual store display that debuted the era of the Jackson 5 cartoon, which was September 11th, 1971. And what do you do when you're watching cartoons on Saturday when you were a kid? You eat cereal. Lo and behold, honeycombs. And look who's on the front of the box. Again, my boys. The J5, that's us, and that's no jive. Here on the back of the honeycomb cereal, you know how you be eating cereal, watching cartoons, eating cereal. Most of us sit there and watch cartoons, eat the whole box. But here's what they was giving out as prizes on this particular box here. There were the Jackson 5 blow-ups. These are some of the rarest collectibles when it comes to Post cereal. There was Michael, of course, Marlon, Jermaine, Tito, and Jackie. And here's how they looked. They were actual blow-up balloons. Here's one of Michael. And on Michael's, it has a signature, and then it says, "Never can say goodbye. You make me so very happy." Here's another one of Michael, which was pink, must be for the girls. It says, "Darling, take it slow. The love you save may be your own." Michael. And here's the other brother, Jermaine. It's simple as ABC. I'll be there with the signature. And there's Jermaine. And they not only was on the alphabet, they wasn't only on a honeycomb box, they were also on the alphabet box. I don't have an alphabet box, sorry about that. But what I do have is the cutout records that was on the back of the alphabet box. And I think this was a great idea to give the fans who don't have the original albums some of the music that we all wanted so much. And on this cutout is ABC, "I Want You Back," "I Bet You," and "Darling Dear," one of my favorite songs by far. I mean, the harmony on that song is it's really magical. And "Maybe Tomorrow," I mean, it wasn't like they just gave us anything. They gave us actual hits. And I mean, it was just beautiful because on every box, there was a different cutout. And here's another collection of cutouts. I'm not going to go through all the titles, but on this particular one, there's "Sugar Daddy," "Sugar Daddy, give you honey, all my money." Of course, I can't sing. But "Going Back to Indiana," and "Who's Loving You." And, I mean, think about it. On television, on cereal boxes, I mean, these guys were phenomenal. I mean, they made us so proud to just see these guys on cartoon, on cereal boxes, in the store, on magazines. Speaking of magazines, we all know about Right On, right? How many of y'all know about this? TCB. And y'all probably said, "What's TCB? What's TCB?" TCB was taking care of business. That was Barry Gordy's saying, taking care of business. This is actually the first Right On before Right On became Right On. They dedicated an entire issue to the Jackson 5. Think about that. They're that special. They were that dynamic that they issued, their whole magazine was dedicated to the brothers. And inside the magazine, I don't want to open it up because it's so old and it's so rare. I don't want to tear or damage any of the pages. But if you opened it up, you had pin out after pin out, story after story about the kind of girls the brothers love. I know all the women wanted that. About their favorite songs, about them on tour, Michael's love letters to you. I know y'all wanted that. Jermaine's love gifts. I mean, super color pinups. I mean, this magazine was a must-have for any Michael Jackson fan, for any J5 fan. Now, I'm going to show you some more covers of Right On because guess what? Not only do they have their own issue, but on the first issue of Right On, guess who was on the cover? You got it, the Jackson 5. So take a look at some of these covers of Right On magazines that the brothers graced from 70 to 73. And bear with us because they're on the wall. We're not going to take them all down because they are very old and we want to keep them intact. So take a look. Wasn't that remarkable? I mean, issue after issue, J5 after J5. And it didn't just stop there. I mean, even into their adulthood, from the Jacksons, all the way up to Michael, the king of pop. They graced the cover, issue after issue. So I just want to touch on my Saturdays, because they were very special with me, hanging out with the brothers, Michael, Marlon, Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine. I mean, just, look at me. I'm leaving out Rosie, and I'm leaving out his two mice, Ray and Charles. They stayed in some stuff, boy. I mean, if you haven't seen this cartoon, you gotta go see it. Anyway, check us out Wednesday. My wife will be here, the professional at this, with a piece of Neverland. And guess what? I'm giving you a little hint. It's literally a piece of Neverland. So you do not want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And I'll be back to share some more stories on the Jackson 5, the 15th. And I want to go into something else that you're really going to enjoy. And you don't want to miss it. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. See you Wednesday.